Come on in.
Hi, Mrs. Gardner.
Hi,
Hi,
great to
Lauren
see
Courtline from QNX.
Nice.
May I take a seat?
Yeah, please do. I'm glad you can make it such short notice.
Yeah, absolutely. Very glad you had time to meet with me today.
No problem.
So before I forget, I'm going to give you my business card there.
Oh, nice.
Has all my information on there, so if you ever feel the need to contact me, feel free.
Good. I like that you have your photo on there. I won't forget who you are.
Yeah, exactly. So I heard about your new Golf GTE. That's a great step for Volkswagen. Hybrids are very big these days.
Yeah, no, it's exciting. We're actually doing good in almost all of our lines, but that particular is doing really well.
Yeah, you really have a version for everybody there. You've got the GTI, the TDI, so now the GTE. It's a
Right.
great step forward for Volkswagen.
Thank you for noticing.
Yeah, so speaking of new products, I am here to discuss with you QNX CAR system for Volkswagen. So before we begin, I would like to ask you a few questions about your current product, what you are currently receiving, anything that you'd like to see improved. Is it okay if I take a few notes on this?
Sure, that'd be great.
Okay, great. So what is the current system that you have in your vehicles?
Well, it does vary a little, but we're working with one particular vendor, so obviously each line of vehicle is a little different. But we are working with Simon's. The VDO is kind of like the standard model that we're using.
Okay.
But we do offer upgrades to, online customers or dealerships that want, something changed in or out. We can do that.
Okay, perfect. And do you think, do you offer anything for people who are looking to upgrade? I know you said you offer for like dealerships. Do you offer to specific people?
Well, if they order online through a dealership, we can typically do that. We can do the
Okay.
custom orders. The system, again, we only have one upgrade right now, and it's from our same vendor. What that does is instead of just the typical navigation and the media player that we usually have, it would just have additional features such as the Bluetooth.
Okay.
There are some flexibility to add additional features, but the sky is not the limit, unfortunately. They only have so many things at this point with technology. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And your current system, can that be across all brands? I know you said it varied. Do any of them overlap, or is it different for every one of your Volkswagen brands?
Are you saying which system for
Yes,
each one?
correct.
So, like the Beetle, Jetta, and Golf, we do use more of our standard system. So that would be
Okay.
the RNS 510. Again, for some of those higher end, even our Passat, Touareg, and the CC, those would have one step above that.
Okay.
And then from there, we just kind of upgrade and
Right.
we let people sub in and out, but those will be the standard models for each.
Okay, great. And do you believe that the current system that you use for Volkswagen, Bentley, Lamborghini, do you think each one of those fits that the best?
Not necessarily. I would say our higher end right now is what we're trying to make improvements on.
Okay.
So even within the Volkswagen brand itself, some of those higher end, and then of course for our luxury vehicles,
Right.
we would like a more in tune with the times, smartphone capabilities, noise canceling.
Absolutely.
We want to stay up on the newest technology for those customers.
Okay. And do you believe that your customers enjoy using the systems that are in your vehicles?
We get pretty good reports. I think just because everyone is so tech savvy, they always are willing to pay a little extra for the upgrade. So I think we're going to see more customers' desires for that.
Okay.
So that's something we're considering as a brand.
Okay, great. And so you do believe that your customers would benefit from having additional features, having more options, additional benefits?
I do, and I think we've been with our vendor for such a long time that we're kind of missing what else might be out there. So we just want to consider other options.
Right, absolutely. Okay, so do you think that your potential customers are looking for more from your current system overall?
Yeah, I think the biggest things we get is, smartphone capabilities, the noise reduction or noise canceling type features that some vehicles do not offer.
Okay.
So we're looking at what other companies similar to ours are doing, and we want to be at least at the level, if not ahead of the curve on that.
Absolutely. Okay, so to summarize the questions that I asked you, you are looking for, a big thing would be smartphone connectivity, making sure that everybody's smartphone can connect to the product that's offered in your vehicles. You would like upgrades, any potential additional benefits for you as well as your customers, and then making sure that you have a product for your higher end vehicles. Bentley, Porsche, Lamborghini, that sort of thing.
Mhm.
Okay, great. So then I would like to go over some of the features of the QNX system.
Great.
To start off, as you can see here, this is a list of companies that are currently using QNX. So Audi and Porsche are both using it in some of their vehicles. Also Acura, BMW, Land Rover. So very big names in the automotive industry that are using our system. So it does show you we have a wide variety, and we really can cater to every type of customer as well as automotive producer there. So here are some concept vehicles. This is specific to you for your Volkswagen AG lineup. We do have a picture up here is a picture of the 2015 Audi TT, and that does use the QNX system that will be delivered to customers when the 2015 lineup is released. The bottom here is the Bentley Continental. That was actually shown at BlackBerry Live last May, and we showed off the capabilities that QNX has so that you could do like video calling in the vehicle. You'd be able to monitor your vehicle from outside, that sort of thing. And then here we have the Porsche Carrera that was shown. It was a concept vehicle, put the QNX system in there. So that really shows the differences that we have in our options that we have available for you.
Are they all touchscreen capabilities at this time?
They are. We have touchscreen capabilities. Also, for specific vehicles, we do have knobs that people can use. I know that not everybody's 100% comfortable with the
Sure, I
full
was just curious
touchscreen.
if that was one of the-
Yeah, absolutely. And so here is an article. This is off of a website, Berryflow. Does show the QNX system that has been put into a Audi A4, and they have created a fully autonomous car. Now, of course, that wouldn't be what you're offering to your daily customers. They don't want quite an autonomous vehicle quite yet, but it does show the extent that our system can provide with the features. We really, like you said, the sky is the limit for us. We can provide anything that you need, anything your customers are looking for. So that's a great article, shows that. And then I would like to flip to the next article, something that we put together personally from QNX. This is a list of 30 ways that QNX touches your life. So as you can see throughout here, we really do power a majority of things. We are the silent provider. We do power everything. And the last article I have here shows the specific ways that QNX is being used in everybody's daily life. The first thing I'd really like to point out here, Apple's CarPlay does run on QNX. So that might seem a little strange that BlackBerry and Apple are competitors, but Apple does rely on BlackBerry for their QNX system. And CarPlay, I'm sure you've heard of, is a system that would be independent from any specific vehicles. So that does show that we're able to be independent as well as built into vehicles.
Yes.
So that shows that, as well as Boeing relies on us for their defense systems. Things such as the U.S. Army, NASA relies on us for mission critical systems. So it does show you there that we are a very reliable, very influential company. And we do have a large range of options that we could provide you as well as your customers.
That's good.
And for some advantages that we would have, I know that you are looking to be the largest auto manufacturer by 2018. And in order to be that, you do need to have lots of additional features, got to stay up to date on technology. So one thing that I would really like to show you that QNX is able to do, what I have here, this is a wireless charging pad. Of course, this is for home or office, but this can be built into a vehicle using QNX. So what I'd like you to do, all you have to do is put that phone here on the wireless charging pad. You will see that it will light up, and that does show that it is charging. So what the big thing about this is you don't have any messy cables, any things that you have to deal with, especially when you're driving. All you have to do is place your phone down. It'll automatically start charging for you. Another fun thing, this is very small, but this is an NFC tag. What NFC is near field communication. What that allows is for short range information to be transmitted between, for example, a phone and a vehicle. So this is something that we would implement in your QNX system. And what we're able to do with this is create specific codes for this, and it would tell the phone what we want it to do. So a great example for you would be we would have these installed in your vehicles. We would have that automatically hook up to Bluetooth. It would automatically hook up to your vehicle. So again, it's a convenience for your customers that they don't have to mess around with their phone while they're driving, or before they get into their vehicle, they're just ready to go.
Yeah, because now a lot of them you have to preset, and if it's
Exactly,
a new driver,
right.
change over. It's
Right,
something-
exactly. So that's an easy thing that we can do, and that is available. Any phones that are QI enabled for the wireless charging, and then any that have NFC for the phones is the way that you're able to implement that into your vehicles.
Yeah, some of it seems pretty technical, to be honest. Our
Right.
biggest concern with any big rollout when we do make a decision is training the dealers and all the salespeople at that level.
Absolutely. And I think a big thing about that is since QNX, as you saw, does go over all of your vehicles, you wouldn't need different systems for each brand that you have.
Okay.
So what you'd be able to do is train your salespeople on one specific product, and then they know and they're able to work on any, if they need to go Volkswagen one day, Audi the next. They don't have to kind of refresh what system is in each car. They already know how to use each one of the systems in all of the brands.
Okay, that's good. It simplifies it a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Does that kind of clarify the training, the salespeople? That would be very beneficial for you?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like there would be some upfront, but once it's rolled out, it would be pretty simple. So
Right,
yeah.
absolutely. Yeah. So at this time, do you have any other concerns, any questions for me?
I guess for us, the biggest thing is it's kind of easier to stay with our vendor that we've been working with. We've been pretty familiar with their systems, so it's kind of a big change for us to consider.
Right, yeah, and I definitely understand that. One thing that I would like to bring up is, like you said before, you always need new technology, new features for your customers. Everything is always changing.
Right, it is.
And so by using our product, you are guaranteed that you're always going to have the most up-to-date. With our product, QNX, we do offer over-the-air updates. So if there was some new feature that you decided you did want to roll out to your customers, they would be able to receive that update at home. They would download it to their vehicle. They wouldn't have to come into the dealership. It would download, refresh itself, and then they are ready to take the car out again. So they don't need to spend the time coming into the dealership, waiting for labor, maintenance, that kind of thing. So that is a great feature. And also you do want to make sure, like I said before, you are on top of technology. Ford actually recently dropped Microsoft in favor of QNX. So by implementing our system into your vehicles, you would stay on top of the technology and make sure that you will become the largest auto manufacturer. And
Yeah, we have
stay
some
on top
pretty
of
good
it.
big goals. One of our goals is to be able to keep our prices very competitive. I'm worried that maybe a real expensive product, if we put that in the vehicles, we may have to adjust prices.
Right, absolutely. And the price as far as putting the QNX system into your vehicles, it would be divided over the lifespan of the vehicle. I know currently your big marketing thing for Volkswagen is having vehicles last over 100,000 miles.
Mm-hmm.
And this system will last as long as the vehicle, if not longer. So the price is really divided, so it's not going to be a big upfront cost. And like I said, you don't have to install new systems every few years, and making sure that all your customers are up to date. They have the latest technology, latest additional features, benefits, that kind of thing.
Yeah, good. Well, I definitely would love to, maybe see a hands-on demonstration.
Absolutely.
And learn more.
And we would love to bring you into our home office if you'd like to. We do have the Bentley Continental on display there.
Okay.
So we would be able to get you into our home office and show you that, and you could see how that would benefit your vehicles. But at this time, would you be interested in putting this in your full lineup of vehicles, or would this be something you would want to start off with one brand, maybe move to others as you see fit?
Yeah, I think getting a hands-on demonstration first, I think we might want to start with some of our higher-end vehicles.
Okay.
Just because that's where we really have a gap right now and some concerns
Right.
on how we're going to move forward. And then if it goes well, potentially in the future, I could see doing more.
Okay, great. Well, for right now, we would absolutely love to have you come to our home office for the demonstration. What I'll do is I will give you a call next week. That'll give you a few days to discuss with your other team members. You can absolutely bring them in. We want to make
great.
sure that everybody sees the demonstration, is comfortable with what you would be implementing into your vehicles. So I will give you a call next week. We can set up a time for you to come to our home office, see
Okay.
a demonstration of QNX in your vehicles.
Yeah, I'm excited to see. It looks like a very high-end product, and I'm excited
Yeah.
to see how it all operates and works.
Absolutely. Great. So thank you for your time today. And again, I will give you a call next week.
Sounds good. Thanks for coming
Thank
on.
you, Jessica.